Going on, man? Topflyght TV, Mr. Topflyght Films. How's everybody doing today, man? We are back. I did a test broadcast earlier, and we got a special guest today, a guy by the name of 83 Gators. And I'm trying to figure out if I need to bring him up or how I bring him up. Let me see. Hold up. Where you at? Anyway, we in here. We about to bring him up here in a second. As soon as I figure out how to do this. 83 Gators, you in there? I'm trying to figure out how to bring you up real quick. Hold up. Leave a message. Go ahead, hit a message for me, dog. Drop a message real quick. Drop a message in the chat. I'm gonna see where you at and bring you up. You dig? Give me 1 second. We about to figure this out real quick. I see. All right, stay right there for a second, Holmes. All right, so we got 83 Gator in the building. As y'all know, I do live streams at least 3-4 times a week. And this gentleman has been popping up in my chat. He has a lot to say. I've been talking about Charlie Kirk, the whole Charlie Kirk situation for some time, and he's had a lot to say about this. I want to see what he's going to bring to the conversation. This is not a debate. This is just a simple discussion. You dig? So, without further ado, man, let's bring up 83 Gator. Boom. We in the building, man. 83 Gator, what's going on, homie?
What up, homie? Hey, look, y'all think I'm coming on here because y'all think I don't like y'all. What the white people need to know, and I hope you got a lot of views on this because I'm so sick of hearing it, bro. Who did the Oklahoma City bombing? Who shoots up all the fucking schools? Who just ran down on a church and killed the innocent people? Just yesterday, bro, they just arrested a kid before he ran into school and killed everybody. And everybody want to blame this on black people, brother. See, I'm chain gang, man. I've done a lot of time, dog. And I know, bro, y'all just got gang stuff going on. Y'all don't go in Walmart and shoot innocent people. That's where all this is getting all misconstrued and twisted. And the white people that are speaking on this, they don't even know what the hell they're talking about, dude. And in the beginning of all this chat, your comments on Charlie, I'll admit it. I probably said some racist shit. That shit kind of made me hot, bro. But at the end of the day, it's like my wife told me. No, listen now. You ain't wrong, dog. You ain't wrong. It's like my wife said. You can't just go around here talking all this shit to all these people, bro. People got feelings. People feel how they feel, and it ain't the black man's fault. At the end of the day, it is not the black man's fault, bro. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hit on this from white people, but I don't care because they ain't gonna pull up. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But people really need to watch the news and they really need to see the race that's really causing all this devastation. And okay, so the one black dude stabbed a white girl that really isn't even American. That's not even really a white girl on the bus. Yeah, that's sad, man. That's fucked up. But we're talking one person. And in that day that one black man stabbed that one white girl, how many people did that one white person kill? So many, dog. These are facts. You know, and black fatigue. How can you have black fatigue? And I'll speak on the white people. What are we tired of from black people? What's making us fatigued with black folks? Come on, man. This shit don't make no sense, bro. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? You think I'm just speaking out my ass, or you think this dog? The numbers don't lie.
Well, that's the thing, man. I'm trying to figure out. Now, let me ask you: did this past week have any type of uh, influence on your change of heart?
Yeah, it did, man. Because I really started. I've never been real political, bro. So I really started paying attention instead of just speaking. And the facts are there, dog. The body count's there. We got more bodies than anybody. Google it. Google it. White people kill more than black. Google who's on more welfare right here, bro. I mean, I'm not. I own I'm a very successful family dog. I own a local painting company out of Ocala, Florida. My wife's a nurse. She's in school to be a nurse practitioner as we speak. My daughter's in nursing. So, we're successful, bro. We work hard, but um, I think it's just a bunch of clowns, man. A bunch of clowns that don't even know what they're talking about, bro. And it's sad. It's sad that everything, literally everything, is being put on black people, man. You know, in the chain gang, I've had more black people fight with me than white. My own kind, bro. What's the pussy? And that's another thing. And man, I'll stir this shit up, bro. White people, y'all soft as fuck. Y'all soft, dog. All these videos on the internet, y'all just get beat up and don't even try to fight back. I
But
don't understand.
let's slow down for a minute, because the one thing I don't want to do, and one thing I criticize Charlie for doing, is putting all white folks in a box. That's not what I do. You
Yeah.
dig?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
yeah.
put an address on this shit, and I normally address the races. You understand? So I don't want to say I know some tough white boys, I know tough Asian boys, I know tough Mexicans. So I don't
Yep.
want to put it, you know what I mean? I just want to be very clear. I don't want to be like a Charlie Kirk. You dig?
Nah. Nope.
Now speaking
Uh,
of Charlie Kirk, what was your beef with me when I was speaking of Charlie Kirk?
all right. The only
No.
thing.
Let me slow it down. Let me slow it down.
All right.
When did you? How long have you been a Charlie Kirk supporter?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know nothing about the dude. Like I said, I don't pay attention to none of this. I just thought it was tragic. Dude got knocked off, and then I just was scrolling one day, and I think it was on the 16th or 17th, and you were like, and maybe I was just so mad I read this wrong, but I could have sworn, man, you were like, fuck his wife, f his kids, and
I
I'm
didn't say
like,
I didn't say nothing about the kids. I didn't say
yeah,
no.
yeah. So I'm like, damn, man, that's kind of messed up because at the end of the day, it's a lost soul. But guess what? What about the black lost souls? You know, it's
Well,
no different, dog. You,
what I said was, I did say fuck his wife. And the reason I said that is because I believe that this was a grift. I believe that he was a grifter. I believe that she knew the damage that he was doing. Hold up.
yeah,
She knew the damage that he was doing. She knew the propaganda that he was spewing. I never say, f kids whatsoever, because kids are innocent. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I never did that. But I believe my personal opinion. I believe she was in on it. You
yeah.
did. So okay, so boom, you didn't know about Charlie Kirk, and then
Nothing.
he got executed, and then you saw my video, okay, and then what happened? Like what happened? Like okay, you start watching clips, right? You start seeing clips of him speaking, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
and
just too much, bro. Too much.
what part was too much?
Everything. Why are you going to okay, so first off, that's how these college students got to start their day, battle and race.
That's great.
First
That's
thing,
great.
first thing in the morning, before they even go into class, bro. This is what they got to hear and deal with. Man, these kids should be able to come to school and go to school, not a pit stop to hear a bunch of racist bullcrap that don't even make sense. And he forces it in their ear. He forces them. And everybody's wrong but him. That don't make sense, dog. Condolences to his family and his wife and his children and everybody. But in a way, that lady should have stopped that man and said, look, honey, this is a little too much. I mean, we're going all over the world stirring this shit up. What are we doing? Let's just, if you're such a believer in God, just put it all in his lap and let's keep it moving.
That's a great point. That is a great point. Let me get this comment real quick. Somebody said, "How can you condone the M word, murder?" I will pray for you. Now, Miss, real quick. I never said I condone. See, don't twist my words. I didn't say I condone murder. I'm indifferent to what happened to Charlie Kirk. I didn't celebrate and I didn't mourn. You understand? So let's be real clear here. You did. Go ahead, young.
But hey, yeah, and I want to make respond to a comment today talking about how can a painter. Let me tell you something, man. I'm a painter. Man, we out here, baby. I'll take you in the shop and show you the cars. I'll show you the four wheelers, the side by sides. Look, man, don't judge me for what I do. My family's doing just fine. But anyways, and And I guarantee you that's a white person saying that because we so hateful, dog. It don't make no sense. Why we got to be so hateful, bro? See, I told you I was gonna come on here and twist this up, man. And I don't care if they don't like me. It don't matter. It don't make no sense, bro. This world needs to come together, black, white, Chinese, everybody, bro. And until we come together and love one another and quit with the bull crap, it's just gonna get worse and worse.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Now let me ask you. As far as Charlie Kirk goes, were you able to see the clip about Trayvon Martin?
No, I wasn't, man. And honestly, I can't even tell you that I'm educated on that situation because I just, you know, man, I've seen so much bloodshed, bro. I've been through a lot, my man, and I try not to pay attention to it because it's triggers for me. I've only been home for 4 years, dog. I'm 42 since I was 18. I ain't been in society more than 3 years. I'm done. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. But I don't like to feed into the violence because people they don't even know what violence really. You know what I mean? They don't get it. They think it's a game, bro. They think it's a game until somebody's missing, and now it's tears. You know, and I think it's sad for everybody, bro. Trayvon Martin. I think it's sad for um who's the man that they put the knee on his neck. See, I don't even know these people's names, bro.
That would be George Floyd. Now let me ask you: do you believe George Floyd died of an overdose, or he died from being killed by the police officer?
No, bro. He died from how do you say that, asphyxiation? He was choked. I mean, dude was alive in his car. If he was overdosing, he'd have been dead in his car. You know what I mean? He was alive, screaming, talking, leave me alone, don't touch me. He looked like he was pretty alive and not overdosing to me. Why you gotta snatch a dude out and put your knee on his neck until he's dead? You know, I don't agree with the life he was living, but does that mean somebody should die? I've lived a messed up life. Okay. Does that mean I need to die? Because I've been to prison 4 times. I've got almost 10 years under my. Does that mean I need to die too? That's pretty fucked up, man. If people think that. I got children. I got a wife. You know, I just built my first house. Like, I don't, that's wrong. You want to take somebody out because of they might not be around their kids that much or they like to smoke weed, pop. That's their life, bro. Let them be. It doesn't make sense, dog. This world's so hateful, bro. Top flight, this world is hateful, dog. And the only way to avoid it is just stay close to your family. I don't even go out in public no more. Period. I make my house, so if I want to swim, I can swim. I want to fire at night, I can have a fire at night. I want to go ride in the woods with my family, I got four wheelers, side by sides. I make my home to where I don't have to leave because this world's so ugly. And I don't want the smoke either because I can't, I'm not Hulk Hogan. Somebody can get me too, bro. And it's just better to stay home, pray with your family, and as you're raising your kids, don't teach them violent. I mean, don't teach them racism, dog. The, you know, I my kids, I tell them, we all white, we all black, we all Chinese. We're all the same, bro. We all got heart and soul, man. And to be honest with you, on another note, in a way, I'm glad some of these people get taken out. They're a problem. Y'all got to go. Y'all stirring all this drama up and keeping it moving. So let's get you out of here so we can have a little more peace. And if they think, man, I'm probably the only white dude that think like this, but I don't really care, dog, because I've seen the smoke. I've seen it, bro. And it ain't never nothing good comes out of it, my man. Never.
Well, I could definitely agree with you. The people that are trying to usher in this propaganda, man, they are not serving the country any good. You understand? I know I do my live streams and people tell me I'm causing separation, which is not the case. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. I'm pointing out the bullshit that's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Hey, shit, that was great, homie. I'm glad you were able to see, what's going on out here. You know what I mean? Anything else you want to say to the chat?
No, man, and I'll be your man and apologize to you, bro, because I'm sure I made some slick comments. Hey, man, I just had to do my research and quit talking for a minute. You feel me? You know, and do your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing. People, they may not understand, but it's facts, bro. And as a white man, I don't feel like I owe your race anything. I'll tell you that right now. I don't feel like we owe you nothing. I don't feel like you owe me anything. We don't owe nobody nothing, bro.
Well, let's.
You know,
I'm glad you said that. Let me ask you this, because you just said a lot of good stuff, man. You said a lot of things about justice and coming together and all that. How do you feel? How does 83 Gators feel about foundational Black Americans receiving reparations?
I love y'all, man. Good employees.
Bro, slow down.
Love. Hey,
Slow
I
down.
love
Slow
the
down. Slow down.
music.
Slow down. Slow down. Rewind. I'm gonna ask you again. How does 83 Gators feel
Yeah,
about foundational Black Americans receiving reparations?
man.
I
I
don't,
get it. How you can get it, bro? Well, who am I to disagree with anything, bro? I have my own life to live. You feel me?
my man. How do you feel about it? Are you for it?
I think so. What you're reparations? Can you break that down for me? Like, explain to me. I'm a little ain't all there. So explain to me what you feel reparations means. You see what I'm saying? And I'll respond to that. What is reparations to you for your community?
Well, reparations is not really. It's not really about what I think. It's about what others have received. The Red Native Indians, Japanese Americans, the Jewish received reparations. They were done. They were war crimes, right? They were
Mhm.
war. They were war crimes done. That's one. And there was unpaid labor. Okay, we built the country, right? Foundational Black Americans. When I say that, I don't mean all blacks. I mean foundational Black Americans. I know you're down there in Florida. You down there with a lot of Haitians and the Caribbeans. Shout out to them, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about the people whose family did not immigrate here. So the country was built off of slavery, right?
Mhm.
I mean, do you know that?
Yeah, it's how the whole thing started back then.
That's how the whole thing started. That's how America amassed its wealth. That is how America was built. So the people who did that, which will be my ancestors, they never received a dime. They never received one penny. Now I'm gonna say it again: the Native Americans they receive reparations. I personally know some red natives that receive a check every month. You understand?
Yeah.
Um, for the atrocities that has happened to their people. The Japanese Americans they receive reparations,
Oh,
and
kind of like how the Indians, they gave them reservations and they get
yes,
checks every month.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And
man, if you had anything to do with that, yeah, you should be compensated however you can. On the same token, I
but slow
don't.
down, You just said something real slick. You just said if you had anything to do with that. Now, what we had to do with it is our ancestors are not here to collect the money. You
Those,
understand?
yeah, yeah, you're back then. Current, we don't need no reparations. You don't need no reparations.
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Prior,
Let me educate you real quick. It's not about help. Okay, it's not about needing help. It is about a debt that is owed. Now, let me ask you, bro, being a painter, being an entrepreneur, if one of your clients owe you money, right?
hmm
Say, I don't know your family situation. Say your grandfather painted the biggest building in the town, right? In
hmm
Okalaka, or however you pronounce it. And
okay,
the city never paid him, right? The city never
hmm
paid that man. Would you not want to collect the debt? It's a debt. It's a debt. It's not you asking for help. Is you demanding what they owe your grandfather,
yeah.
right?
I mean, if that's what it is, that's what it needs to be. But once again, I can't really. I'm not educated on that, bro. But I am
Well,
educated enough to know that. Now, hear me out. The white man is the one that finally got his shit together and freed y'all. Abraham Lincoln. It's called the Emancipation of Proclamation. He is the one that freed the slaves in the South, and I think it's messed up that they took his statue down because if it wasn't for him at that time, never would have had freedom. But he
But
did that, bro, and
but
nobody wants to go with that
but why do you know why he freed the slaves?
because it was horrible what was
No no
going
no no
on,
no no no
man.
no 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 no. See, this is the sanitized version of history. He didn't free the slaves because he was such a great man and it was just such a horrible thing. You know there was a war, right? There was a war that went on, right? And they had to free us so we can help fight the war, right?
Just yeah, I don't know nothing about all that, and I'm not
Right,
saying you're wrong.
right. But the point is, this is the thing, right? See, a lot of people are talking about Chicago and they're talking about Memphis and all the other cities that people are doing so much violence and horrendous acts and black people are so fucked up. And the thing is, there's something called the wealth gap. And foundational black Americans, we're on the bottom of that wealth gap. And do you know why we're on the bottom of that wealth gap?
I mean, to be honest with you, bro, from my experience and what I see, because I come from poverty myself, living in projects all over Gainesville, Florida. Um, the black people didn't want to work, bro, and I'm just getting my generation. What I seen when I lived in this
Yeah, the people that you know, the people that you know.
yeah, nobody. They just wanted to feed off the government, bro. They didn't want to go out like you and go get it and not wait for a check every month, wait for a food stamp card. They went out and got it, bro. Every project I've been in, dog, you got that granny and grandpa that's been there for 20 years and they want to claim the block and kill people because that's my block. Come on,
Stop
man.
right
That's
there.
crazy.
Stop right there. Now, did you just hear what you said? You said the grandpa has been in the projects. Why do you think grandpa was in that project?
Well, it follows from what we were just priorly talking about. It move forward. The poor, they didn't have those opportunities. You
If
know
you're
what I mean?
if you've been enslaved for 100 years, hundreds of years, and you've been let go and you have not been compensated, they didn't even give them like a package to go walk away with. You understand? They
I'm
didn't
with
give
you on that, brother. I'm
they
with
didn't
you on that,
they
man.
didn't even give them a bologna sandwich to walk away with. You
Yeah,
dig? So
I'm with you on that, bro.
the reason why you see these things in these projects and the government assistance because it was all designed. This is all designed. That's why we don't fuck with the Democrats because we know that they pacified us with food stamps and housing projects and other
Yeah.
things. But it's very interesting that you want to come together and you say you understand the plight of black folks, but when we say reparations, when we talk about that cash money, when
Hey,
we
man,
talk
I
about
can't control that, brother.
no, I'm not saying what you can control. I'm not saying what you can control. If I'm trying to figure out if you were really what you saying you are, you would not have an issue with reparations.
Will hurt my feelings one bit, brother.
Well,
Will hurt my.
there you go then. Well, there you go then. You dig? I don't understand because I have these conversations all the time, and once I say reparations, people start to because it's like right now your tax money is going where, bro? It's going to Ukraine. It's
I'm
going to
nobody to talk because I done told you, bro, my history. I'm nobody to judge nobody, brother.
yeah,
So I can't sit here and say y'all don't deserve nothing because y'all didn't do nothing. Well, what did I do? I'm 42 and just got myself together about 4 or 5 years ago.
right,
Thank God my family's stuck by my side, my wife and kids. I'm blessed
right,
for that.
yeah.
But who am I to say y'all don't deserve nothing? A lot of people probably say I don't deserve this family and this big old house and all this land I got.
Well, it's not really about deserving. It's about paying what's owed.
Well,
You
no, I
understand?
got you. I got you.
See,
Yeah.
see, see. Right now, your tax money is going to Ukraine. Is going to Israel. It is going overseas. It's going to illegal immigrants. That's where your tax money's going. That's where the reparation money's going. Wouldn't
Yeah.
you rather? Wouldn't you rather see the foundational Black Americans receive what they're owed, so they can start cleaning up these projects, so they can start cleaning up the violence and things
Yes.
of that nature? Wouldn't
Yes.
that be
Yeah.
just
It
a lot
needs to
easier?
go to the American people.
Absolutely, the foundational Black
Yeah,
Americans.
the foundation. Yes, man, I'm with you on that. I'd rather the. Why are we? We don't need to take care of Ukraine and all that. We need to take care of us, our people. Clean them projects up, man. Put some parks in them. Put a skateboard rink. I don't know. You know what I mean? They don't do nothing though. It's the same thing with my town here in Ocala, bro. We're horse country. These people love horses. There ain't nothing for these kids to do around here. these little projects around here. They're all run down. Nobody wants to paint them. Nobody wants to fix them up. They just let them keep running down. But then, like you said, they'll send all that money elsewhere. Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Indeed, indeed. Uh, well, look here, man. Very interesting conversation. We might have to bring you back up, my man. We might have to bring you back up for a part two or something.
Hey, I'm with it, bro. If I'm not busy, you know what I mean. I'm just kind of home today, trying to chill out. But for sure on the weekend, well, maybe not Saturday. You know, I'm on my college football, bro. I love watching my football.
All right,
So,
that's a bet, bro. You can go ahead and exit out, man. I'm gonna go ahead and address the chat, see what these people talking about.
all right, big bro. Good talking to you, my man.
All right, homie. Be
Be
easy.
good. Yep, you too.
All right. Let's see what these comments is talking about, man. Where's everybody at? Boom, we here, man. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Leave a comment. What do y'all think about the conversation? It was very interesting. Very interesting. We're gonna talk about some of these comments. If anybody wants to come up here and have a discussion, please let me know and we can leave your email in the chat and I'll get to you and I'll send you a link at some point. Let's see what we talking about in here. Uh Kraken says, glad y'all chatting though. Not fighting, not killing is helpful. We need to come together. Yeah, let me say this to you, man. Shout out to him for being brave enough to come up here and disagreeing with some things and telling the truth on some things. You know what I'm saying? This is what needs to happen. See, let me tell you something. The difference between conversations like this and then Charlie Kirk popping up on college stages, the difference is it's in good faith. You understand? And it's all honest. It's not a one-sided debate. It's not talking to kids fresh out of high school and trying to put them on the spot, get gotcha moments. You know what I'm saying? It's straight, heart to heart, good questions, and we just keep it moving. You dig? So yeah, man, this is definitely what's needed. Um, Skylar said Charlie KKK. Sapphire said we tried to come together 50 years ago. F that. Um, Speak now, forever hold your peace. Said Charlie Kirk was in good faith. No, Charlie Kirk was not in good faith. This is what we know. SoCal Fisher said, I thought I was watching the white dude later. Okay, well, bye bye. See you. Swanee Boy said, now you go follow his channel. It's called 83 Gators. Okay. Um, yeah, listen, that was good. I'll be back probably tomorrow, man. What's today? Wednesday? Day Yellow said Charlie Kirk got that good neck. Nat T-shirt said, if you remember the history books tell you that when Columbus came to America, the people were copper colored. Yeah, they were black people here when Columbus came here. Yes, we know this. This is what we know. Appreciate your comment. Joe Riviera said that was a decent conversation. I actually appreciate both sides by being biracial. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring them back up, man. We're gonna get some more guests on here. Y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like the content. We're gonna be bringing more guests up here. I was kind of surprised at his stance. So we're gonna get some guests that really disagree, that really wanna oppose my view. You dig? Uh Naveso said Charlie put in work like entertainment, respect given. Seriously though, White said, don't be a victim. Go and make your own wins and successes. Who's not? Who's not making their own wins? Huh? All right, look, I'm out of here, man. Big shout out to y'all. Big shout out to A3 Gator. We up out of here, man. Peace.